Okay, Fei Ling, can you mind just take a hold on to look at this? I'm arranging for our dear friend Siran. Uh, this is recordings. Fei Ling, I did tell you and Siran on this Tuesday that today they got lesson, right? Right, that I sent, right? Yeah. And I don't know why he go and check with my colleague saying no lesson. Ai. Okay, let's go through today's lesson. Sirana, sorry, I think that day Tuesday I told you that I will have lesson today, right? So please next time check with me better because I'm the actual one who's having lesson. So sometimes my colleague might be too busy, she might forgot or she might not get the latest information. But usually I will update my information with my colleagues. Okay, so sorry. So I remember I did say today, so tomorrow got no lesson. Next week, look at the lesson here. Please look at this schedule. Okay, my latest schedule to all of you here. So today will change to today 2 to 3:30 and 11 tomorrow no lesson. Tomorrow no lesson. 13 on Monday the same timing. Next Monday is 2:30 to 4. Okay, 2:30 to 4 next Monday. Then followed by this one also change Saturday change to morning. Okay, but this one maybe let's see how go by day. So please check with me first. Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, thank you for coming in. So today I'm going to go through Siran's paper. So be safe while you're walking home, Siran. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about the lesson for today's lesson is okay, the source. Maybe Siran, when you reach home, then I will go through your these questions here. Okay, don't mind. Okay, this question here. Okay. So for the time being, I don't want to go through you until when you turn on your camera, you're at home, then you let me know, okay? All right. Siran, can you thumbs up if you can hear me? Are you there, Siran? If you thumbs up, you can hear me? Okay, thank you, Siran. All right, let's talk about last week. We talked about using DERL, right? DERL, right? Failing. Explain how the principle reward for work and work for rewards. Okay, this is a very common questions, and usually they might come out in any SPQ or SRQ questions. Okay, it has been always there, and this is called meritocracy. So how we going to use DERL to separate into two different parts, all right? So first paragraph, let me make it bigger. Should be good enough. Okay, so the principal reward for work and work for reward ensure political stability in Singapore because ATQ answer the questions. Okay, so what is it? So like describe and explain. So the same thing goes to your SRQ. Okay, it means that the system of meritocracy. Okay, I read first. Uh, okay, it means that the system of meritocracy is practiced. So describe. Okay, how? Describe the meritocracy. So Fei Ling, you know what is meritocracy, right? Okay, for people who do good things, of course, you know about the EduSave Award, right? Okay, in this system, meritocracy helps to give everybody in society or what? Okay, we're going to explain already, an equal opportunity to achieve their best and be rewarded for their performance, regardless of race, language, and social economic status. You 学过 last week, last few days. So this explains, so this is still describing, and this explains why reward for work and work for reward is where the government selects the best talented people to serve in the civil service. Civil service 就是做政府工啊 ，okay, government sector, as well as to motivate to do their best. Sorry, I better mute my phone. I'm very OCD. Sorry. All right, so as to motivate to do their best, as it also helps to serve the country and society as well. So this part is describe, explain. Then you must give example. Okay, you give me such a what is reward and work. You explain, you describe. Hello, Uncle Raymond, give me your example, please. So the example is, for example, in school, pupils are given EduSave scholarship. Oh, And this EduSave scholarships and merits bursary for excelling in the academics and CCA achievement. It's not just for the Chinese or a certain race, it's for every single race. Okay, will be as long as you're Singaporeans, you'll be given this. As long as you contribute and do well in your study, in your CCA, in your sports, or do something good as a leadership quality, you will get this award. Okay, so the government also give packages such as the progress package. That was many, many years ago. I'm not sure they are having this or not. Okay, so I dare not to say yes or no. But there was a few or many years ago, the people has a form of reward, Singapore growth, in order to motivate people to work. So now maybe they change the progress package into CTC voucher, into Skill Future, in other ways to award Singaporeans. I think this type of awards are people who really contribute to the country progress. So this part here, okay, so guys, for SRQ, guys, remember I use the internal and external security easier, or you can use the religion. Remember last few days we talked about, is social economy status more important? Failing, you say that one is more important, right? Then this will Xing say no, religion is important. And same goes to Uncle Raymond say religion, right? I use the DEERL to explain, right? So same thing, this method, trust me, please, will be very useful in your A level when you're doing your other papers. English paper, not math, please. Okay. So this is definitely not math. 不要笑哈，真的我知道。Okay, this is okay. So this part here. Okay, then you give an example. Then how? With all these things, how you feel? How you feel? Expression, how you feel? Of course, I feel good. This, how does this make people feel? So I know some school, they don't talk about this part here. They go straight to this part here. Okay, depends. Depends. So I prefer to have this expression. That means easier to feel about it. So thus, with this system, which is talking about this system, okay, with this system, Singaporeans feel assured that they will be given equal opportunities. Oh, 一视同仁 to excel and will not face unfair treatments. Of course. So if any race come to Singapore from different parts of the world, they feel good about it. They don't feel being remember Fei-Ling, we talked about xenophobia last few days, 就是排那个 against foreigners coming to Singapore, right? So I don't feel xenophobia. Okay, good. So what happened? Well, because of their race, religion, social, economic background, they also feel confidence. Why? That they will be represented by capable leaders who are selected due to their talents. No other things. It's due to their talents. Okay? Can due to the talents. So okay so you explain to me what is meritocracy, and you even give me example. Wow, and this example is very solid, because it's giving to all race and religions as long as you're Singaporean, and I feel good about it. So when you feel good about it, so what is the result? So as a result, with the confidence and respects of the people, okay, peace can be experienced in the country as Singaporeans remain supportive of the government and its activities. Oh, I see. Okay, good. So then this allowed the governments to continue making decisions that keep in mind for the best interest of the people. So if everyone is happy, though, they will not be like saying, hey, not fair leh. How come you give the Malay and Indians so much and the Chinese so little? Or you give the Chinese so much and then the Indians and the Malay so little. So it's become unbalanced. So as a result, what happened? They will become 3R. They got revolution, riots, and raids. So as a result, you know what happened? The country was 四分五裂, will be in a chaos, in a casualty. So too bad. They'll be out of it. Okay. So let's go to this one here. So link back. Therefore, keywords are therefore the principle of this is this. Okay, ensure political stability in Singapore. Anymore? No more. Okay. Ensure stability in Singapore. Okay. Now, usefulness. Remember last week I talked about usefulness, right? Right, Fei-Ling? Okay, wait. Oh, somebody sent a message to me. Oh, Siran, are you at home now? No, not yet. Okay, so what is usefulness skills? Once you're at home, you tell me, I'll go through your paper. So is this okay, so for usefulness skills, look at this diagram that I drew for my student. So is this a useful and utility questions? How do I know? So how useful? Relevant, understand. Focus on the keyword ATQ answer. So what is BTOP? BTOP, do you see there is a usefulness bias? Remember, failing. I say my wife say I'm a gay, my son say I'm gay, correct? Like that ICA say I'm not a gay. So is there any biasness now? 有没有偏见? Is there bias? And then the typicality, right? As you know, the ICA say no. Mr. Raymond Sean is not a gay because based on ICA, the passport is a male, and then the pink IC also show male. So therefore, I'm a pure male. I'm not a gay, right? So then what about the last one? I'm wearing a ballerina, dancing like a ballet dancer in Orchard Road. But that's the typicality, is that doesn't show that Uncle Raymond is a gay. I'm doing for a charity. I'm helping the Cancer Children Society to do a dance so that I can make myself a fool, okay? And everyone laugh at it, and okay, 可能博取同情，还是 out of goodwill, they will donate more money to this Children Cancer Society by putting a very like a girl, like Uncle Raymond so fat, so I dress ballerina, everyone laugh, and the way I dance, so we'll get more donation coming in to support the Children Cancer Society. So the origin of the source is very important. And then you must understand the background. Why do you think this person say about Uncle Raymond or these things, okay? So what is the purpose? This is very important. What is the purpose why my wife, my son, or my ex-student say that I'm a gay? So what is the reason behind that? What is the purpose of saying that? Is there the ultimate motive? Right now, Fei Ning and Xin Ran, ultimate motive, 他有没有居心啊? So what is the ultimate motive? What is the hidden agenda? So remember, sources can be useful, but not be reliable. So take note from now on. Every single source is damn freaking important. Every single source will allow you to understand which source is that at the 100% reliability or a 0% reliability. Okay, so take note. It depends also on feeling, to be honest. You can master it very well. Then suddenly, out of the blue, it came out a source talk about, say, let me think of a source. See where okay, you know about ERP now. You know it's ERP, right? Okay, that was many years, but now it took away from social study. So Fei-Ling, if I ask you, if I put ERP, is on the expressway, 对吗? Expressway, 你 daddy 妈咪有驾车你就知道. Can you imagine, see right, Fei-Ling, all the ERP put on the multi-story car park before it can go out, before you can go out the expressway, your ERP already start from the multi-story car park, or no, from the car park, there ERP. They go to the traffic light, there ERP. There, every traffic light you go also got ERP. But 不是很贵啦，可能是1分钱1分所以每次你去到你的目的地to your destination they will have everything ERP. 你觉得很 how do you think? Is it reliable? It came out this question before, no? Seriously, it came out. Got this picture very funny. He went to the CBD area, Central Business District. Then he put then this Photoshop, this canvas put there a lot ERP. Uncle, stop here, don't go in already. He say why? Because in front got 3 ERP gantry. The more you go in, I have to pay more. My taxi fare is only $15 plus your ERP is $3. 不要，我这里下车，我走进去就好了，不要。So you get me now? This is not right, but if those people who do not know what is ERP, electronic route pricing, so they might think, what is that true? Is it really got this such thing? I mean, if you're not working, you don't know, right? So there are people complain, why you talk about ERP? ERP is a failure. The more ERP you put on the road in Singapore, there's still a lot of car. And you have the COE, there's still a lot of car. And now you tell me COE with EV car, electric vehicle. Still car, what? You still jam the road. So what's the point? And then the road tax is no big deal. Okay, so why I say that? Because so what is the purpose of the ERP? What is the purpose of COE? What is the purpose of road tax? And what is the purpose of cutting down more vehicles on the roads? Get it? So every source is definitely reliable, but which source is more reliable? Seriously, I feel that COE is more reliable because COE is the one that determines the number of vehicles traveling on Singapore road. So it is important. So therefore, you see, look at this picture here. Why you cut now? Okay, yes or no, but right, this one is a yes or no. Can I open or no already? Okay, this is a yes or no here. Right, so what happened is a limited boundary in content. So what it means here, you see, usefulness in content, yes. Reliability of source, yes or no. So you see, then you must support with two evidence, one useful and one not useful. For goodness sake, must do that. If you write one useful and not one not useful, good luck to you. You will never score more than 3 to 4 marks. If the question is 6 marks, no matter how freaking good you write useful and cross-reference useful, the maximum is 4 marks. Okay, you will just pass only. But to get the 5, 6 mark full marks possible, you must die write a not useful. And then you have to weigh why is it limited. The source is limited reliability is useful, but limited reliability because one more time I repeat, the source is useful, but with limited reliability because okay, conclusion. Then you might get the 6 mark. You write a few sentences just to earn that one extra mark. I know that teachers who tell to their student, never mind lah. You write one paragraph useful, one paragraph not useful. Good enough already lah. Huh? Sure. Then what about the last sentence, limited reliability, all this thing? If you got no time, don't write lor. But you're not sure, don't write lor. I rather you to write lor. Because sometimes your answer might be much better than the examiner answer lor. So think about it. Don't tell me you got no time lor. I read few lessons ago, I told you, you know each question spend enough time. You still got 5 extra minutes to check your work. So don't tell me you got no time. Okay, so today we are talking about usefulness skills. Then later we see how we do it. Okay. Now this is a new source. Okay. While waiting for Sing Yuan to reach home for doing his paper. So look at this one: exploring citizenship and governments. Study the background information. Blah, blah, you may. Okay, so look at the question first. Okay, guys, if you can look at the questions, I'm not going to read. I'll read the question first. Once you are done, my dear, can you just show me a thumbs up? That means you have read already. 谢谢。读完了吗？读完了，欣然读完了吗？欣然，Nick finish already Okay, so study source A what? Okay, done already. Okay, I might move on this is the background information You say, is Singapore able to effectively manage the issue of poverty? Yes, it can be done. Of course, I know it can be done, but to a certain extent, whereby if this family are willing to come out and say something, number one, and then if they are having in the IC everything's black and white, we can check their income level. And the most important thing is that this family who needs to get away from poverty. Think Fei Ling and Nick, you know what is poverty, right? 就是贫穷的线If they can get away this 贫穷, this poorness and how they do it, they can ask for help and we can check through data. And people like us in the classroom, we will know which household need help. We got at least one. Okay, so how we do it is government we know that. Okay, so let's read the first paragraph. This Fei Ling.
Do I read the first paragraph?
Huh? I'll read the first paragraph.
Singapore has long been a model nation of the developed world and has achieved remarkable economic development since its independence. In 2016, Singapore was ranked third on the World Bank's list of the 25 richest countries in the world. However, the issue of income inequality and poverty continues to affect a segment of the population who are struggling to make ends meet and have insufficient resources to get by.
I underline these few words. 1, 2, 3, 4. I underline these 4 words. For my source A to source F. So I read the next paragraph, okay? While the government has taken measure to help the poor by providing them with financial assistance, this is a very important word. If this come out in your exam, please do underline. This word is not just for Singapore, in the entire world, especially if the questions are, take note as Nick and this feeling, if it's talking about COVID-19, okay? And skills upgrading courses, critics believe that it is not enough. Obviously, the cost is so expensive. It was reported in 2017 that within 3 years from 2012 to 2015, oh, so that was quite long ago already, about 10 years ago. There were 43.45% increase in the number of families who are in poverty. Wow, nearly 50%. And require financial assistance from the government. So you see, Singapore is a first world country, most developed countries, most expensive country. The GDP very high, people earning a lot of money. Hello, excuse me, how come still got 44 or 43% of people who are in poverty? Yes. In fact, last time, 15 years more, or no, 30 years ago, the figure is even higher. But thanks to Singapore governments of educations, skills, and the investment. Remember last few days, Tuesday, we talked about globalization, right? About the trade, technology, tourism. All these have kind of helped to improve the quality lifestyle of Singaporean. And thanks to all your mommy, daddy, who make the effort to come to Singapore to put leader like yourself to study here and put their 离家背景 some of your parents are from China, from Vietnam, from Malaysia, from all countries. I salute to your parents and to your grandparents, or even better still, some of them are their grandparents are already here. But when they give birth to your mommy, daddy, they are in China, for example. And then after many years, then your parents come here and study, 落地生根，生了你这个宝贝，然后就是这样，然后他 give up the China citizenship and become Singaporeans. Okay, and I'm really grateful to all of you. Why? Because these people like you has built the community into a more advanced, developed, cultured, educated, and more caring society. Okay, I know a lot of people say that foreigners sucks. Foreigners should not come to Singapore. They give all the bad culture, bad habits, bad attitude, all these things. Say who? Hello, we Singaporean also sucks. Not just you. So when you want to say somebody, please reflect yourself first before you say somebody. Okay, you have no right to say anybody. Okay, why? The next slide I will tell you why. You have no right seriously to say, oh, these people coming. So this is the things like why the property. Okay, we talk more on that. Next paragraph, my dear. Feeling. So see, I cannot read.
While the government has taken measures to help the poor by providing them with financial assistance and skills upgrading courses, critics believe that it is not enough. It was reported in 2017 that within 3 years from 2012 to 2015, there was a 43.45% increase in the number of families who are in poverty and require financial assistance from the government.
So how? Hey, you finished already, man? This part, This one I read already, my dear. This one, yeah, critics. Oh my God, I was like, I was trying to figure out, and of course, sorry, I was reading my colleague message about today's lesson. Yeah, critics also argue that
Critics also argue that the lack of an official poverty line in Singapore is also a problem when dealing with poverty in Singapore, as there is a lack of clear definition that defines who is living in poverty. Hong Kong's decision to set a poverty line in September 2013 as a way to better identify and assist its poor has prompted a similar debate in Singapore. There were calls by the Singaporean public for the government to do the same.
Excuse me, you cannot compare Singapore and Hong Kong or Switzerland or Malaysia, KL, or even Indonesia, Jakarta, or even Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, or Tokyo, you name it, or Seoul. They have different countries have their own poverty line to talk about. But why they compare Hong Kong? When you come to your exam, take note, why Hong Kong? Why not Bangkok? Why not London? So the reason Hong Kong and Singapore is just an island by ourselves. You know, Hong Kong is an island, right? So same thing. So easier to compare apple with apple. You cannot compare with London, right? London is a city. Hong Kong is not a city. Hong Kong is a country. Singapore is a country. So get it, you must take note of this, very important. You cannot compare with Paris and Singapore. Why I say Paris failing and Singapore is because Paris and New York has the highest crime rate, okay, compared to Singapore. But they are okay. There are two of them that are city, but you have to understand the entire France, entire United States of America. The city itself, New York, is just 1 or 2 millions, or maybe 5 millions compared to the entire United States, about 100 and 200 millions of people, right? So the same thing that Singapore compare with like crime rates with New York and Paris. What kind of comparison are we talking about? Singapore is a country. It's different. It's not like say Ang Mo Kio City. Ang Mo Kio is the capital of Singapore. No, right? So, but here you were talking about, okay, you can compare in that way on crime rates, different story. We got different question to deal with. But here we are talking about poverty with Hong Kong and Singapore. So when you see this kind of comparison in your SPQ coming exam, first thing you have to pause a while. Why Hong Kong? So if you do not know our feeling, do you know Hong Kong? You do know Hong Kong? You know the country Hong Kong. Do you know how their culture is? Do you know how to speak Cantonese? 你唔識聽講廣府話？你食飽未啊？做乜嘢啊？去行街嘛？我哋一班打工仔。You know what I'm saying? Okay, so feelings. What the hell is singing? Exactly, Hong Kong majority of feelings are Cantonese people, right? Chinese. 對嗎? Of course, you got expatriates, got foreigners, fair enough. But the locals are usually from Dalu or China mainland people and plus Hong Kongers. We don't call Hongkongese, Hongkies. They don't like to being called Hongkies. They are called Hong Kongers. But in Singapore, it's different. Singapore, we have different race. By my feeling, it's unique. Hello, you cannot compare like that. And Hong Kong is part of China, 对吗？虽然是一国两制 one country two system, it's different. So Fei Ling and Xing, if seriously you want to study in A level for economics, you jolly well have to be very strong in your social study. You jolly well have to read a lot out of your textbook. You have to read Business Times, New York Times, or even Google it to download the CNN news or BBC news, all these things to improve your economy if you study, and it's very, very interesting. Trust me, okay? So now let's go through. So dear leaders, Uncle Raymond has underlined 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. Take note, take 6. And see, all these 6 can be linked to all the sources. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Xingran, are you still outside? If you're outside, please thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Outside. Okay, maybe you're outside. Okay, look at this picture here. So, Fei Ling, so I can't see Xingran. So, Fei Ling, do you think it's a positive, negative? A cartoon published in Singapore social blog. I put minus here, right? I put a minus sign here. So, do you think it's positive or negative?
Negative.
为什么呢? You realize Uncle draw until so many things, 1 corner, 2 corner, 3 corner, 4 corner. Then the foreground, you know what's foreground, right? 前面, Then the middle ground, 对吗? Middle ground, and then the background. So when you are in exam or failing, and please use the pencil or don't use pen, okay? Because it will definitely help you to decipher and to encrypt or decode this picture. So first of all, there's poverty line. Here is blank, nothing, but got written something. Here is a skeleton of the fish. Here is a can, the things. And then the middle ground is standing on the low wages, low wages. Then here is called a Singaporeans. Okay, then, hey, Fei Ling, how can a skeleton fish be swimming? You know, it's being sarcastic, right? 对不对? You get it? Being sarcastic. 就是说我 squeeze 到你一文不值连你的骨头都要做到你死为止那种感觉Then standing here, and then this one, you see the nose here? It's like hardly to breathe, right? Hardly to breathe, but you see TikTok. So what happens if this dollar sign is very shaky? Doing this guy doing means he will drown. Can I use the word he will drown inside the poverty line already, or not inside the poverty? You will drown in poverty. So this picture is definitely negative. So this picture here, here, which word will I use here? I will use poverty, 对吗? I'll use this property. So take note, I use for source A already, property here. Okay, property here. Now B. Oh, what happened? Oh, you're at home.
Yeah, I just got home.
Oh, thank you. But I did tell you that today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you go? School?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you got go tuition.
Tuition is morning. And then I go to school.
Or consultation.
Yeah.
哦哟，宝贝，你真的很乖嘞！哇，我五体投地啊！哇，I really respect you！哇，你 confirm 是大学的料啊！Okay，that's the way you study. I used to study like you like shit like that. So you worth it This kind of shit life is worth it to be successful life. OK，now 来跟你讲你的等一下来讲好吗？欣然，by right 我是要讲这个啦，你的这个很 interesting 嘞。你的这个 interesting 很 interesting，OK。So 我等一下，因为我们讲到一半，我们不要断那个 idea 好吗？OK。So the first picture itself is definitely a negative. You see a block. As long as you see a block, oh sorry, failing and as long as you see a block usually it's negative Usually I'm not saying 100%. Even it's positive Nick and failing, you might think, this one 好像是 biasness 偏见的。You get me 可能是 very sided to the government， 可能它是比较有 favorism， 你懂 favorism， 好像就是要讲好话的 ，just to make the things good。Okay，so next thing is a property line. Here nothing, skeleton fish swimming. That means this is a foreground, middle ground, background. So the entire thing is talking about what? Poverty 咯。Okay，poverty line 吗 ？Then here 你看它也是讲 poverty line 对吗？如果没有记错呢 ，that poverty line you see， 如果你有 underline 这个字 property line, so please for goodness sake, for both of you, when you're doing your source-based question please underline 6 to 7 keyword. 不要 underline 一条线这样，你 don't do this please, don't do this like that Don't do like that No point Okay, the most maximum 3 to 4 words enough already. Like you see what I did. This one is too much already for me. Okay. You see, this one too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By right, I should put living in poverty. These two no need already. I know no need to put define. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The max 5. Who is living in poverty? So source B, an article published on Comcare Endowment Fund, published on Straits Times. So seems like positive. Nick, can you read to the class in 2005, please?
In 2005, the government set up the community care endowment fund to help needy families get back on their feet. A research conducted revealed that there were 33,266 families and individuals who were struggling to make ends meet in 2012, up from 19,072 years ago.
So stop you stop So when you're reading this, stop. This one very long Stop here This part here is definitely quite negative 对吗 Or positive negative 因为更多人贫穷
Yeah.
You agree not, Feeling? More people, that means no good. So Uncle Raymond, the statistic, Uncle, last time you say there are more, and now you have even more. So it doesn't seem to be good. Doesn't mean from the third word to the first word is we improving the quality life of everybody. Let's read on. So take note, this part here is negative. So let's see whether this part here is it positive or not. Let's go. Nick? Comcare?
Comcare provides three broad types of assistance, facing long-term help largely for the elderly poor, medium and shorter-term help for those facing crisis, such as illness or retrenchment, and childcare, kindergarten and infant care subsidies for children. These measures will be able to provide the people the support they need to break out of this cycle.
Oh, so correct now, Nick and Fei, this part will be very positive, right? Yeah, the first part is saying, well, a lot of people pay. Oh, hey, hello, excuse me. So there are so many people increase from 19 to 33. What are you going to do, government? Hey, hello, I understand. Don't worry. We have a series of things prepared to help the long-term, short-term, middle-term. Oh, okay, like what? So like what? Then we have these care for the elderly, for the sick, for the retrenchment, and people who give birth got no money to send their children to kindergarten and childcare. 政府给啦，不用怕。然后呢，不只是给了，我又 make sure 他们会 break away from my break away from my ass break away what or break away from the cycle of poverty. How? To be honest, this is not inside here. Comcare is a government's provider that really help a lot of family in Singapore to tie away the COVID-19 that time as well as poverty. So, thanks to your parents again of Fei and Xingran. 你懂为什么吗？ Fei就 I don't know because I'm not the parents. I'm only their children. Because your parents pay taxes. So these taxes, the money we give to all these people, 明白吗？所以以后菲林，虽然你在新加坡做工，你还 taxes，这些 taxes 不是我们政府拿去买 L3Sec4SS2025new 给我们的太太，给我们的孩子买，这些钱是给人民的嘞，不像其他的国家，他们的议员还是他们的 Prime Minister 买了几栋房子、几百双鞋子给他老婆 ，No。Or even watches are expensive watches, but all this money give back to the society. Okay, so well, thank you. Next one, Saucy. Write up on income inequalities. Hello, from where? Feeling. Nick, from where? Did he say no? No, right? 他有讲吗 Nick, are you there? Nick, did he say no? Which one? A write up of income inequality from where? From where? 他有讲吗？没有讲 then? So can you now you understand the typicality feeling? This one Xingran maybe this part your typicality. So 谁讲的？阿狗阿猫讲who say? So but why he put here? Then you must take note Once you see this type of thing failing and Nick, you say, oh, this one most likely can use it for reliability and useful skill. This one can use it for cross-referencing to prove whether poverty or not poverty. Take note Okay, take note. I'm not sure your teacher shared this with you. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. According to the former GIC chief as economist, there's a name for that. I can't remember. Sorry. It's group something. Okay, this is a group government incorporates investment corporation. Okay, 110,000 to 140,000 households in Singapore are unable to meet basic needs. Holy shit, that's damn a lot. Where 60% of this group of people, okay, household have at least an individual earning and income. So that means there's someone working. But how great is the income? Is it $1,000 per month or $10,000 per month? We don't know. Well, this highlights certain structures issue at play, which cannot merely be resolved through the hard work of an individual. 你在讲什么废话? This highlights structure. Okay, so okay, sometimes when you read, you don't understand. 你要自己讲 what does it mean? I don't understand it. I mean, this certainly structure play resolved through the hard work of an individual. Okay, so does this you're saying this individual are hardworking, contributing? Then why are they still in poverty? It doesn't make sense, right? So on a macro level 就是很大 macro 是很大 micro 就是 microscope There's an urgent need to re-examine. Okay, what I mean? The role of the government and the individual responsibility and adjust wages so that everyone can earn an income that meets their living needs. On a micro level, addressing mindset and judgments surrounding people living in poverty is crucial to tackling poverty and building an inclusive society. No one chooses to live in poverty. Yes, I do. I like this last sentence. No one chooses to live in poverty. Nobody wants to be poor. Nobody wants to fail their exam. Nobody wants to suck their life. Okay, and nobody wants to become a beggar. Everyone wants to be something. But then you have to think of Fei and Nick. Imagine you are the emperor, you are the king, you are the prime minister, you are the president, or even you're somebody great. How can these people away from poverty? Maslow theory. Okay, guys, I hope you all can do this. All my students know about this. I don't think your teacher will tell you this. Okay, I sent to the Zoom chat Xingran and Fei Ling. This theory is super important for social study. And 你没有看过Fei Ling？有看过吗？没有 Okay, go and Google it. You will understand why this theory is very important. The 5 basic needs. Okay, the very first basic need is education, shelter, and food. So this theory is very, very important. If you know this theory, you know what I mean. Okay. Okay, let's go through. Okay, so no one choose. So this is some things like they are telling me an ex-GIC chief executive. So this is Fei Ling and Snake, this is typicality 对吗？一个人讲的吗？可是你不要忘记嘞，菲林，他这个一个人讲，可是他是 chief economist 嘞，former chief economist， means 他只是个大人物嘞，他不是一个小人物新生，不是像你来讲还是我讲嘞，是一个 ex former chief， 就是很高级的，而且是 under government investment corp， 就是很大，好像那个 Temasek Holding，Temasek Holding 是很大的集团 in Singapore，so it seems like yeah，I'm telling you。It is true that these people are poor. These people need help. The government has to change the policy to do something about it. And how are we going to start off? Because they will always be poor. The inflation comes up. The cost of living comes up. Everything goes up. But the salary never goes up. What the hell are you talking about here? So, excuse me, what should we do? Increase their salary. Do you know those garbage collector 丢垃圾的贝里，你每次看到那个垃圾车后面有2个 uncle 他跟着是吗？他丢垃圾Some of them can earn until 4,000 plus, $3,000 to $4,000 fine. 那个贝里你要做吗？4,000 5,000丢垃圾要吗？丢垃圾而已嘞，不用这么麻烦呢。没有人要做吗？对不对 ？Let's be honest， 我不是看不起可是没有人做。Uncle Raymond 差一点要做那个工作了。Seriously, OK， 很丢脸吗？没有丢脸血汗钱OK, is a honest living. But the thing is, nobody will want to do this garbage collector, sweeper, cleaner, security guard, or toilet cleaner, right? But they pay very low. Then how to survive? So what happened now is that the governments are looking into way to give more money and more salary to this group of people. Okay, they call the blue collar worker. Blue collar. Okay, let's talk about D. Nick, are you ready to read the next one? An article titled Singapore Hidden Poverty. Okay, wait. So B here is talking about the Comcare providing this. So it's about giving to help others. Okay, this one is got to do because of the poor people. I will choose income inequality, or I'll choose income inequality for this one here. Okay, so they do this. And then this one here, I will do because of economic changes, right? I will choose because of the wages. Then source C, I will use this. Source A is this one. Source B is this one, okay? So let's do about source D now. An article titled Singapore Hidden Property Problems published by BBC. Oh, so BBC is a third party. So he may or may not have invested interest inside what they say. That means they are on it's a typicality. That means they are on a not neutral ground. I'm not citing anybody. Let's see. But I put that negative. Back to you, Nick. You just put no.
Nor had a what is that? Is that a name?
Never mind, just say no. Yeah, it's a Malay name. It's a Malay name.
It's a 29-year-old unemployed single mother with 6 children from 5 to 13 years old. She lives in a tiny flat, just 30 square meters, with little furnishing. The children share a single bedroom. The only bedding is mattresses and thick blankets. Naheda receives weekly groceries from charities, as well as about $600 a month in government aid and money from a boyfriend.
Wait, excuse me. 29 years old with 6 children, single mother. From 5 years old to 13 years old. 哇，菲林，这个妈妈很厉害嘞，生到6个Then where's the husband? Then 没有 husband, stay in a single flat. And then 只是拿600块，又可能又没有做工。Then 他拿 money from where 嘞？菲林 from the boyfriend So 菲林and Nick do you think this Norihida is a very highly educated person? Siran,
sorry, what?
do you think she's a very highly educated mother?
No,
How you know? 哇，你狗眼看人低啊！You look down the person, both of
like
you. No,
she
tell me the truth. 哎，菲林，你狗眼看人低耶！你知
well
道他不是
educated.
educate 啊？Yes,
Like
Nick, yes.
if she's educated, I think she'll easily get a job.
Yeah, just because maybe that she's unemployed because you got to take care of so many kids, ma.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so Fei Ling, what is your explanation to defense that she's very lowly educated? Hello, my dear, can you explain to me why? Since you 跟我讲说她是 very lowly educated, mute your mic,
Okay,
please.
no, I don't know.
那有鸡蛋糕，你跟我讲，你说他是 lowly educated，你现在跟我讲 I don't know. Sorry, in my class got no IDK. Please make your stand. 你讲出来的话不可以收回去了。Hello, can I see your full face? That day you see your full face, now I see your half face. 哎呀，你有 pimple 啊？不敢给我看的。Come on, Fei why?
Because she's a very young mother and like her children are quite old
我央妈的
already.
得罪你啊？不可以央妈
No,
的。
as in like
Don't mind joke guys. Because you have to know all this This is a harsh truth Carry on.
like maybe she was busy taking care of her kids when she was supposed to be in school.
Who is in school? The mother.
Yeah.
The mother be in school. Why mother go to school? 29 years old and go to school.
No, like because she has a lot of children to take care of.
Then why she go to school?
Like
She's,
last time.
last time so 她
Yeah.
很早就结婚了她13岁嘞 That means 她17岁就结婚了，对吗 ？Correct 了。You count 29 minus 13 is it 17? 对吗 Nick? 17 years old? Sorry this is a true and live recording Most of the times, I'm not racist Feeling you are damn right If an educated mother will not have so many kids, stay in a one-room flat, okay, and ask for help for $600, and the worst thing is what? And boyfriend. 我觉得他不要脸哦。Sorry 菲林，我觉得他不要脸。It's a hopeless girl 很丢脸I don't know what the hell is she doing She might have a multiple sex with a lot of people, then with all the children, number one. She might have, I don't know. Maybe she's so gullible and naive and childish that to meet a man that play her up. And then with so many children, something must be wrong somewhere. Maybe it's from the previous marriages. Okay. I've seen this before, Penny. I've seen this kind of people in my life before. Very sad. They never learn their lesson. And the worst thing is that what happened to Nohaida's parents? Unless you tell me their parents died already, mati. As far as concerned, the parents are around. Why they never educate Nohaida? So this one, okay, carry on. Our dear friend, carry on. But she admits, Nick. Hello, Nick. Can you continue, please?
Yeah. But she admits that it is difficult. She has not been able to afford asthma medicine for her second doctor for months. No one can afford to get sick in this house because our finances are too tight. It's quite tough and a struggle for me to be raising them up, she said. What's surprising about Nahida's story is that she lives in Singapore, one of the wealthiest country in the world, but it is also one of the costliest.
I tell you, Nick, this person who purposely used this example is to debase, and insult and criticize the Singapore government. So, Fei and Nick, the difficulty is this only one case. In fact, there are many cases like Nohaida like that. They got Indian family also like that. Got Chinese family also like that. There are Chinese family, their father or their mother in the jail, and nobody take care and all these things. But we don't stop there, Fei and Nick. The government does help one way or another. They don't just stop there. But why the BBC want to say this? What is the purpose of this BBC News want to say Singapore in such a way? What is the reason? Is there an agenda for saying that? No? What is the purpose of insulting us, saying that we are the most richest and wealthier, and yet we can't even pay this? So this is not this is only 1/3 of the story, you know. You got me now, Fei Ling and Nick. There are still 2/3 没有讲嘞. The 2/3 is that we give them a house, we give them money, we also help the children to go to school free. Their medical bill we also help to cover. But this part, they never mention. They only mention the uglier parts that the government has. Get it now? Okay, so when you see this kind of SPQ in your exam, please think of the second, third reason. Why? How come? So they are very bad then? Are you sure the government did not help? Say, okay, how did they help to overcome the poverty? Since BBC News talk about this on Haida, it's like that. Does that mean that we're going to let this family to die just because they are Malay? I'm sorry to say, they are not like this girl. You know, it's SLUT, like slut. Okay, it's not a nice word to use, right? Nick, you know, right, Nick? It's not a nice word because I feel that 这种人是不知爱啊。难道是他的错吗？可能他小时候就是父母亲离婚了，没有人照顾他， so no either have to turn out to be this way. It's all about education. Very sad, very sad. So this one here is what? I will refer to financial assistance. I refer to financial assistance. Okay, financial assistance for source D. In source E, a statement by Chan Chun Sing, Minister for Social and Families Developments, in response to questions on whether the government plans to introduce an official poverty line in 21st of October 2013. By the way, Mr. Chan Chun Sing now is the Minister of Defense already. He's no more a social economist, he's a Minister of Defense already. So this one seems to be negative also, right? Okay, not negative and neutral. So let's see. Fei Ling, would you mind read to the class, please, for source E, please?
Different countries tailor their methods to identify and assist the needy according to their circumstance. Even amongst developed countries, New Zealand and Canada do not subscribe to official poverty lines. In Singapore,
Stop. Now you understand why? When you do this thing, why compare to Hong Kong? In the background, you compare to Hong Kong, right? So you realize why other countries did not use poverty line. But why you typically want to compare Singapore and Hong Kong when Hong Kong got the poverty line? You have to understand Hong Kong's the demographic, the geography, the history. The people, majorities are Chinese. They are different. Carry on. Even amongst
developed countries, New Zealand and Canada do not subscribe to official poverty lines. In Singapore, we use strict definitions for the groups we seek to help, have clear criteria to identify and assess those in need, and tailored schemes to assist them. A poverty line does not fully reflect the severity and complexity of these issues faced by poor families, which could include ill health, lack of housing, or weak family relationships. If we use a single poverty line to assess the family, we also risk a cliff effect, where those below the poverty line receive all forms of assistance, while other genuinely needy citizens outside the poverty line are excluded. Our assessment process is rigorous but also flexible to cater to the genuinely needy. Singaporeans who do not meet scheme criteria but who still deserve help can receive assistance.
So you realize our feeling. In Singapore, you have to understand these are the people here. But in Hong Kong, in Xianggang, Hong Kong, they do have people from mainland China, from Shenzhen, from any parts of China, who want to migrate or illegal immigrant to Hong Kong, or even maybe just to work in Hong Kong, and then slowly, I don't know, to get something out of it from the governments. So Hong Kong is a bit unique. So you might not miss out this question, Fei Ling and Sinran. If you are studying econs later on in your A-level or even your general paper discussions, you might bring out this topic because it's a very hot topic. Always compare Singapore and Hong Kong. Take notes. All right. So then again, what is this paragraph of this source talking about that? Hello, excuse me, is it necessary that we really need to be a poverty line like Hong Kong, where other countries also donate to. And the best part, they bring countries so bigger than Singapore 100 over times. So this source E, I would use it to say about, yeah, correct. Can I use this? Feeling? Oh, source E, I will use this. Now you understand? Before you look at the sources, underline those keywords that you think is, I never heard of before, I never seen. Usually you have never seen before, very alien to you, very rare to see this kind of word. Usually you better underline, easier for you. Okay, just your English comprehension. The more difficult you don't know how to read, you don't understand the meaning, please underline the words. Confirm you will come out. Okay, so let's talk F. Okay, an article published on the political blog. Blog again, I tell you, I don't really 看好它. No, it's anti-government. Oh my God, that means against Singapore government. Stands on 21st. Let's hear why it is so. Okay, this is Chan Chun Sing. I read now. Minister for Social and Families Development Chan Chun Sing ruled out having an official property line. So no, cannot be. Chan's answer reinforces the general views about this government. General view, not the specific view. Okay, fair enough. They really do not want to provide social assistance. Are you sure not? Background information 不是这样讲的嘞. Undoubtedly, who is the they? That means the government. They are afraid that once an official property line is drawn, then the ineffectiveness of existing social supports become clearer. Or are you saying once you have to have a property line, that means the government will review more people who are poverty, more people who need help, more people are suffering under this government, more people will be showing that they are living in a poverty line. 哎呦，你这个政府故意不要 show poverty line this is what this article say. With at least numbers refusing to budge year after years. Without an official line, how can a country effectively tackle a problem in which we cannot define? So like their O level, they say got a benchmark, right? Got this bell curve. That means every year, certain people, or this time the exam paper very tough, maybe got a bell curve. Instead of the passing mark 50, now they drop into 45 marks, or even to 40 marks, or even to whatever marks. Because the question came out very tough, and then after marking, wow, majority fail this paper. Cannot, so we must have a bell curve, something like that. How true? Well, honestly, I've been teacher before. Nobody say that. But if you ask me, quite true. I feel it, okay? Because the person who came out the questions is also a human. All right? These are exam papers come out from teachers like us. So sometimes they might feel that, okay, I think the past few years, the question seem easy. Now, the democratic, the people who are studying now are more intelligent. Maybe I need to set more higher standards of question paper, right? Okay, without a clear way to measure the effectiveness of the current measures put in place to tackle poverty, how can we ever eradicate the problem? Guys, listen, if you see this kind of question, Nick, failing, listen, two of you. If you see this kind of question, there's only not one way to cure the problem, to address the issue, to tackle issue. There are many solutions to do it. It's to see which the solutions. Okay, you know what is CPF, right, Nick and failing? Hello, Nick? You know what is CPF, right? Then 你刚才摇头，你点头。Then 你刚才点头吗 ？CPF， 贝林，你懂什么是 CPF 吗？公积金对吗？公积金 ，Central Provision Fund。哎，那个 ，you don't know, then you must ask 嘛。Why are you looking at the other laptops? You're not looking at my notes. Your spectacle really reflect what you're doing. You're not listening to my class. You're listening to my class, but you're not looking at this. So Nick, listen, feeling CPF, Central Provision Fund, is when only for Singaporeans people to work, then they contribute the Central Provision Fund, and the money itself help to kind of for medical bills, for buying houses, to support the children for further study. Of course, the study must be local university or polytechnic. So there are many ways, not just one ways to do it. So I don't think it's fair. So this one here, so now you know what is CPM, Central Provision Fund, 就是公积金。这个公积金就是说你只有新加坡政府，only Singaporean, if you work, then the money will contribute in this CPF. Okay, you go and Google it. we can talk about Medisave, Medishield, Medifund. Sorry, I overshot. So which one? I used already, right? They say insufficient resources. So this one will be source F. I'll use insufficient resources for this one here. Because it say without measure ineffectiveness to measure to put in place to tackle, right? So it's telling, don't talk rubbish, Chan Chun Sing. You got not enough resources, or you don't want to put resources to put in, or you scared that when you put in, you will be able to tell more people, no? Or is it because your resources are not there to support it, so therefore you did not dare to show it? Okay. Okay, let's go back to dear friend one. Okay, I like this one. Nick, I'm going to go through your answer now. First of all, can you read this, Nick, for this one?
Singapore's annual tree planting day has historically taken place on the first Sunday of November and was established in 1971 by the first Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew. The event, organized at local and national levels, celebrates Singapore's commitment to greening its urban environment and is linked to the broader 1 million trees movement to increase urban greenery and climate resilience. The first official tree planting day in Singapore was held on Sunday, 7 November 1971. Then acting Prime Minister Dr. Goh Ken Swee launched the event by planting a rain tree at about 9:45 a.m. on the summit of Mount Faber. Then Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew had missed the launch as he was away on a tour of Europe and India. Instead, he planted a yellow flame tree at Tanjung Pagar Community Center on 12 December 1971.
So this is a little background of these source-based questions here. So they ask, study source, what is the message of the source? Explain your answer. So these are 5 marks. So your background say this, Singapore. So this is got to do, Singapore has now pride itself of its title as a garden city. So now you understand why Lee Kuan Yew and why we are called Garden City since the 1960s. Thanks to Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, Lee Kuan Yew 总理. That time he used this 7th of November as a tree planting day. Until today, that means next month you can see the whole Singapore, every minister will go and plant tree. In continuation of this, the government's launched the Singapore Green Plan 2030, which is against the pollution and sustainability and eco-friendly on February 2021. This involved building more green spaces, steps up conservations of important native plants. Well done, Nick. You underline all these, but the question is, you underline all these, which one do you think is the most important? You underline all here, which one do you think is the most important words? You can say, which one?
Like the first part, like involves building more green spaces, restore.
Then you should put, you just put more green spaces. You just do this. Where's my stupid mouse? You just put this Kennedy. Okay, and then stepping out the conservation of important native plants and animal species restore, enhance. I would like to do this, enhance the forest. Okay, enhance the forest, and then the use of cleaner vehicles. Okay, and then ultimately Singapore natures to be coexist. This one here. I realize these are all the words can be used later on. While many fear that Singapore is making good progress, yeah, we are. Several natures related incidents have raised concern about Singapore. Why? Singapore. One such incident is a Raffles banded langur, a critically endangered species of monkey. Okay. So what got this monkey got to do with our Singapore environment? Was found dead on the expressway. 关我屁事啊，肥岭，他自己不会过马路死掉，关我这个为什么要 bring out this thing? You must know, it's just for fun put in. Why? He die lah. So what? It's just a monkey only. What's so big deal? Another incident, okay, Kranji Forest by a government agency, which received widespread of criticism online. What happened? In the two officers were eventually found guilty of cutting trees without approval and fined for their roles. Cut tree also complain. Monkey cross the road also complain. So what is it they are complaining? They are complaining about what? How successful have Singapore efforts been in maintaining its natural environments? So are you saying because we have too many expressway, the poor monkey got no proper habitat to live? Are you saying that cutting more trees here, that means we are not giving the whatever Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has planted the trees are all back to waste? Or is it because cutting trees we are giving way to developments of industrial and more buildings or flats to citizens? It's a bad thing. So look at this one, a bit dark, sorry, Nick. Adapted from an article from Channel News Asia. So definitely the eco-links, this one, eco-links BK. So this is very important. I think, what is your questions? Your question number E, right? What is this message about it? Nick, can you read to the class, please, critically?
Critically endangered monkeys last seen in Bukit Tema Nature Reserve more than 35 years ago could be making their way back to that area after at least one of these primates was sighted on the ecological bridge Ecolink at BKE.
If your daddy and mommy are traveling at the Bukit Timah, you will see a very big sign of this one here. So below is a car traveling. On top is a path for the animal to cross from this forest here and walk on top here, and then go to this forest. But maybe this monkey happened to be accidentally go down to the expressway, and then the car travel, boom, die. The bridge open. Nick, the bridge open.
The bridge opened in 2012 connects the Bukit Timah and Central catchment nature reserves, which were separated after the construction of Bukit Timah Expressway in 1986. A year later, the Raffles banded langur was spotted for the last time in Bukit Timah Nature Reserve and was known to only reside in the Central Catchment Nature Reserve subsequently. The site.
So wait. Every time when you read your source based question, hold on now. Every time when you read a paragraph, you must understand that what the paragraph is saying. Don't keep reading, because you'll forget. So you understand this paragraph already. Now this paragraph. So this bridge was built for the purpose of this catchment area for these animals to travel without being hurting them. That means we are actually protecting them. Excuse me, what are you talking about? We are really caring for it, and we are make sure that these animals are well protected. Okay, so yes, next paragraph. Nick, the sighting?
The sightings are an encouraging sign that the species is possibly using the ecological bridge to expand its range and habitat, said National Parks Board.
Exactly. So just because of one monkey cross the road, boom, kill, you are blaming us. We actually make a path for them. We cannot do until it's so restricted. It become like a zoo already. Encagement. Last paragraph.
This highlights the significance of implementing wildlife crossings to enhance ecological connectivity and validates what the authorities have been doing for our private wildlife.
So we are added the end parts. So we are doing something. So what is the message of this source? So Nick, what do you answer? The message is that more efforts could like, hey, please, are you using black color ink? Or blue?
Yeah.
Don't, you see, and sorry, bro, your handwriting is very small. If you're going to write this for your English and your other subjects, good luck. If the first time I mark your paper, I got problem already. Okay, so I don't know why you're writing some of the words, sorry. The message is that more effort should be done by the Singapore government to what? What is this word? I can't see. To care about. What is this word? I can't see. I make it to 200%. I still cannot see what it is. The habitats. And what of local wildlife. Okay, so maybe they are describing. This is supported. No, this is evident from. This suggests this is supported. Okay. Then this what? Then you talk about this all the way. All these are code. Okay, fine. This shows that more effort should be done by the government to ensure the wildlife of. No, it's already doing something. We want to protect the wildlife. We have been doing it. We have been constructing a bridge for the animals to cross to prevent them from killing it on the expressway. So is it Singaporean has been successful, is it? In the effort to preserve its environment, this is evident from. Okay, or this suggests that the highlight, okay, you get me now, Nick. I can't see your face because I'm looking at another screen about your this information here. Get it now. So you say this shows that more effort should be done by the government to enhance the well-being of wildlife by improving the connectivity between the habitats and the wildlife to transfer from a place to another. No, it's already done. In fact, it is very successful because of this bridge. The government has done a good efforts to ensure, not enhance, to ensure the well-being of this animal to cross over from this side of the forest to that side of the forest without being killed by an oncoming car on the express road. Okay? So this one, hello brother, this is not linkable, this is L. Correct not?
Yeah, I wrote too fast.
Sorry, do you know, I don't mind, if you're going to write this and if people like me, I feel very insulting. 你懂意思吗？你在侮辱我的国家，明白吼？你要小心all of you listening Okay, some teacher were not able to accept this Once you see the source was published by a photographer of NParks to convince. Once you see this one, I straight away if the teachers 比较严肃 very strict, I'll give you a 0 already. No, it's not Lingaboreans. You cannot tell the teacher, sorry, I write very fast. In the exam, sorry, you can't tell the examiner, right? So they might think, some teacher might think it's very strict, or some teacher might think that you are being funny to purposely put this. So there's no such thing context here. Bam, 0. So be careful, be careful, please. Okay, so 这个老师没有跟你改吗？ Nick
Oh, I mark it by myself.
What do you mean by mark it myself? This is an exam paper or practice paper?
It's just a practice paper.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now I got it. I thought the teacher, okay. The source was published by a photographer. Okay, so let's see B. B very interesting. B is like by this guy, Lawrence. This is Desmond. And then these are the resident. So the a bit dark. Pictures taken by NParks for the Minister of National Desmond Lee. Now Desmond Lee is the Ministry of Education already. And that was 2021. Oh, that's only 4 years ago. Planting the tree to show that, okay, so this picture really tells you about here. Enhance our forest, and this one, and this one. And of course, if you read on, here don't have already. These 3 words already. These 3 words related to this paragraph here already. Okay? Right, so these 3 are related to here. And what do you want to say? What is the question they ask? Oh, study source B. Why? So remember, Fei-Ling, CMAO, contextual, message, audience, and outcome, right? So it's a 6 mark. Why do you think this source was published at this time? So at this time, when is this time? The background information was here. And then the source B is 2021. Okay, let's see what is the answer. The source was published by a photographer of this one to convince Singaporean that the former, okay, Desmond Lee was, what is this one? What is this one? Hello? Was what?
Paying much efforts.
Was paying much efforts to care about the environments and ecosystem in Singapore. Okay. Okay, so what's the message to the Singapore? The message to Singapore will support the what? What is this word? Hello?
Actions.
Where's the T? I don't see a T there. Of the former, okay, so that's the context is about planting tree. message is to Singaporean to support this guy to take effective, to what? Continue, right? To take what? What is this word? Sorry. I can't see, sorry. To take what?
To follow his step in
No. For national developments and take what?
take actions.
How come this action words and this action word is different? To follow his steps, to follow his example in improving the environment and greeneries in Singapore. Okay, not bad. I like this part here. This evidence from the source which shows the pictures of former Prime Minister digging holes, right?
Yeah.
Digging holes, digging the ground, don't use hole, digging the grounds to plant a tree with fellow Singaporeans helping him. Okay, this shows that the Minister of Developments was paying. You see, when you say paying efforts here, don't repeat already. Was putting, okay, instead of paying, was putting, showing a message, or was giving setting a good example. Okay, setting as a good example, making himself to tell the Singaporean that is continue the greenery and efforts and do you use the word deforestation? To contribute to the greenery efforts and deforestation. Is it deforestation?
Reforestation. Yeah.
Hello, brother. How can this look like You agree with me? You agree with me now, Fei Ling? You agree? Hello, Fei Ling. Do you think it's deforestation or reforestation? Which one? R or D?
D.
D, right? So good luck to you now, Nick. If you're going to write this in your English and using black color ink and your handwriting is so squeezy like doctor, I say good luck to you. Okay, the examiner going to mark and you might get an A2 or A1's grade, but end up to be a B3 or even C5 grade. And then I realize you like to write the S, like become this. I don't know why, maybe you are very highly Chinese educated, so you get used to 写那个字体. I know a lot of higher Chinese people, the way they write the 华文字真的很美，可是当他们写英文字的时候是很潦草. Can you write your S like that? Please. Don't like that. Don't like that. Hello, 这个不是一撇一捺一竖一横一直嘞，这不是这样嘞，这个不是这个字嘞。这个不是这个字哎，说小心哦，不是这样哦，不是这样啊，你习惯写字，可能你的华文字真的很漂亮，可是come to English, be careful be careful. You see your S here also very dangerous, and then you see your S here, you like the square root sign. Okay, of Singapore. They, who is the they? Don't ever put they. Is it they? Nick, is this a they?
Yeah.
Don't put they. This one nothing wrong with you. Even most of my students don't ever. Who is the they? Excuse me. Desmond Lee is his team, or the National Development Board, or the Singaporean, or other people who are looking.
Wait, it's not that. It's does.
你自己都看不到了，你跟我讲了，大哥。大哥，我怕嘞，真的，你的 knowledge 是不错，可是当你写的时候，你看这个是 full stop，then you must put the task, you must underline，and then when you put the task, you can you put like that? Okay, then do this, Fei Ling, in exam, do this, use your pen to underline like that, 2 line. Okay, to tell them, okay, like this one here, this one, to tell them you are in level 3, level of response marking. Lucky you come here, I tell you, Nick, please don't do this in your exam. Seriously. Task what? What is this word? I can't see.
Act
Task
as
what?
a role model.
Where got role model? Task. No, OOT. What is this? Not has. What is this? The.
Act as a role model.
So this word 没有啦，这个字没有的哈。
No, it's act.
Task.
AC.
AT ah.
ACT.
Task at has a task who? Oh, task at as who is at as? Where is the now?
Like it's a same set. It's the same sentence as the like the
Oh,
front.
here is a
Like
comma. Comma. Here
yeah,
is
it's a
comma, right?
comma. It's comma.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, it's fair. I thought. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Sorry, my fault. Singaporean to join the efforts of caring about Singapore. This S is not bad. At least there's a curve. I like this one. If you were to curve it nicely on top, it will be very nice. And it's a capital as Singapore environments. So what you say? Explain the context as the source was published in March 2021, which was shortly after the Singapore Green Plan in 2030 was just announced in February 2021. Yume? Let's see. Yuma? Oh yeah, here. So you see your background information is very important. This is on February 2021. On February. Then Desmond is when? March. So it's 1 month later to advocate, to support that this, you see, we not only talk about Green Plan 2030 on February. Immediately after 1 month, excuse me, I really take action speaks louder than what I go and plant the tree. So, okay, this is very important. Take note of the year failing. Take note of the years. So with this year, thanks to Nick to share this. This your teacher is very good. They use this as so because of this, so it's like a cross-reference check already. So therefore, the source is useful, the background information is useful, and it's definitely reliable. Checking on the background information, February 2021 was the time when they have this green plan. And then for next 14 months, desperately 就开始所谓how do you say action speak louder than what he put on the actions and start digging and plant tree. You see, was published to show the government is leading by example. So Nick, you can say instead of putting efforts, you can put that leading by example in highlighting them. Who is the them? In highlighting to the people of Singapore, and to the world, to the Singaporeans. The what is this one? I can't see. Importance of preserving Singapore. Is it what is this one? Green environment. Can't see.
Nature.
Nature
Is
environment.
nature. I can see.
Okay, so now you understand. Thanks. If you got more of this question, please start sharing with us. So thank you. So these guys buy a blue pen, blue color pen, it will be much better. Black color pen, you see, banana. So take note. Thank you. So I clear your this entire. Of course, Nick, if you got C and D to ask me later on, where's your C? You got this number 3, 4, and 5. Okay, ask me. Study source C and D. Having read source C, are you surprised? Nick, just a quick one. Do you write surprise and no surprise? Can you remember?
Oh, that's long time ago.
不用紧，but 如果叫你写，你要写一个 surprise 跟 not surprise，OK？一定要写surprise not surprise, and then the third one, I'm not surprised because it's said by who. So the third paragraph also have to write feeling. Understand? Okay, don't just say surprise not surprise. Of course, you see 7 marks. So you see, look at my hand, my finger. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. And then the third paragraph itself is actually, so I'm surprised is 3 marks. I'm not surprised is another 3 marks. So it's 6 marks, right? 对吗? And then the third paragraph is 1 mark. You say, I'm not surprised because it is not really reliable. I'm surprised because it is reliable because it shows that something. Okay, same thing. Studies is how useful is this source in showing the important Singapore places on its nature. Oh, source E. Sorry. Where's my source E? Don't have source E, right? You show me the source E? Don't have, I don't have source E here. Okay, sorry. So only B and C here. So I don't have source E. Okay, sorry, I can't tell. So this one is the best. Is it the government responsible to maintain Singapore natural environments? So use all the source. So this one A is definitely government. B also government. C leh? or otters, I hate these animals. This one seems like not really governments, but also governments. But did mention about governments and coaching's environments. So this one doesn't seem like environments by governments. Okay. So before we go, take note now, the next lessons will be here. So we have completed today's lesson. Okay, and now next lesson will be next Monday, 2:30 to 4. Do you prefer 2:30 on 13th of Monday? Is it okay, Fei Ling? Can both of you can So 13th of your English paper is on Thursday, right?
Yeah, it's
Can
on Thursday.
Thursday, can Then Friday, do you have any next Friday? Do you have anything? Friday? Your LC, I heard very difficult. Is it true?
Yeah.
No, the listening complete. Is it okay? I got student complaining the way they talk is like, wow, super fast, don't know what they're talking about. Okay, never mind. Super fast.
No, the last part is like talking about like very, very fast. Like
yeah, it's only say once, no repeating, right? Yeah, the last part, all my students say is horrible. Anyway, if you don't want on the 18th, do you want to put it on the 17th? Friday? Then your Saturday, Sunday can study. We will discuss more on 13, can? All right, we'll discuss more on 13 to see whether 18 change to 17 on Friday itself, like today, then 18, you're free from doing your other paper. Of course, it's best if you can come in on Sunday night with the rest of the students to enhance your SS skills. The more you listen, the more you see how they give answer. That means you beef up for your 27 October exam for social study because it's a very compulsory subject. Okay. So wait, I'm going to go through next lesson on next Wednesday, Monday. Please, if you can, please do the questions. Do the question for this one. Okay, take note. Come, guys, can you take a picture? Okay, just do this. Okay, take a picture. Take a picture then we can do
wait, can you just send it to me so I can print it out?
No, don't waste paper, please. Just do on this, don't waste paper. Okay, we just do question 1 and 2 will do. Okay, question 1 and 2. Okay. Don't waste paper, please. Don't waste paper. You write answer on the foolscap if you want to. Again, this one, Fei Ling, are you taking a picture? Don't waste paper, serious. Okay, I can send to you, no problem. Every lesson I send to my colleague. If you want, you can get it from my colleague. Okay, Nick. I can send to you, but don't waste paper, seriously. Okay, so this is the sources, all here already, take picture already, and take the picture. So next Monday, we'll go through question 1 and 2. So I will go through the answer straight away. But if you're hardworking enough, you do your A and B only. A and B, don't do CD. You want to do all also can. I don't stop you. You want to do all the question, be my guest. Okay. But once you're done already, let's say do A and B. Your homework is A and B. And once you're done already, send write in pen, blue pen, take a picture and send to me. Fei Ling, you got my number, right? My handphone number, right? You send to me, you must tell me who you are. If you don't put your name, I thought it's a scammer. I got to put the scam shield there. Okay, I'll send to my police report. So you tell me I'm failing. This is my homework. Please mark for me. I will do my best to mark for you because only 2 days. Because tomorrow I will be very busy. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Let me see about that's all right. Where is the? Thank you for coming in, Nick. Okay. So sorry if I missed communication to all of you. So Monday, 13th of October. All right. See you.